Welcome to Pi Node, one step closer to user-centric decentralization. By accessing the Pi desktop application and running Pi Node on your laptop or desktop computer, you begin contributing directly to the security and strength of the Pi network. Nodes represent the fourth role within the Pi ecosystem, expanding participation beyond mobile mining and into the core infrastructure of the blockchain itself. Unlike mobile mining, which allows users to demonstrate trust and grow the network socially, running a node means actively participating in transaction validation and distributed ledger maintenance. Just like other blockchain networks, Pi nodes are responsible for validating transactions on a distributed ledger and resolving the fundamental challenge of distributed currencies, ensuring that all participants agree on the correct order of transactions. This agreement process is known as consensus. However, unlike traditional proof-of-work systems such as Bitcoin or Ethereum, which rely on computationally intensive mining, Pi Node uses a different and more energy-efficient consensus mechanism based on the Stellar Consensus Protocol, or SCP. In SCP, nodes form trusted groups called quorum slices. Each node chooses other nodes it trusts, and transactions are confirmed only when trusted nodes reach agreement. Instead of competing through raw computational power, consensus is achieved through a web of trust relationships. These trust relationships are built from the security circles formed by Pi's mobile miners. Security circles from millions of users aggregate into a global trust graph, and this trust graph enables Pi nodes to determine who is eligible to validate transactions on the shared ledger. This structure creates a decentralized yet socially anchored consensus model, reinforcing Pi's commitment to accessibility and energy efficiency. Unlike many other cryptocurrency projects that require advanced technical skills to operate a node, Pi maintains a user-centric philosophy. The goal is to allow everyday individuals to participate in securing the network. Setting up a Pi node does not require deep blockchain engineering knowledge. Users simply install the desktop application on their computer. Through the application, pioneers can easily turn the node software on or off, making their device available or unavailable to serve the network. This accessibility lowers barriers to entry while expanding decentralization across diverse geographies and communities. As Pi develops its testnet, it follows a methodology known as progressive decentralization. In the early stages of testnet, the blockchain component of the node software includes a centralized coordination layer. This design choice allows the core team to iterate quickly, conduct stress testing, and refine the consensus algorithm in response to real-world usage and global community feedback. This transitional phase ensures stability, scalability, and security before moving toward full decentralization. The current version of the node represents the foundational step in building Pi's testnet and eventually transitioning to a fully decentralized mainnet. The Pi node software includes two distinct interfaces, the node interface and the desktop Pi app interface. Every mobile user can download the node software and use the desktop Pi app interface, which mirrors the mobile experience. Through this interface, users can check their Pi balance, engage in chats, and access media content directly from their personal computer. For those who wish to participate more deeply, the node interface allows pioneers to apply to operate a node and install the blockchain component. Initially, there will be a selection stage during testnet. During this phase, the core team will calibrate selection criteria based on device reliability, uptime, internet connectivity, and overall performance. Only devices that meet reliability standards will be selected to operate as active nodes. Once selected, operators must pass Know Your Customer verification to proceed, ensuring authenticity and strengthening network integrity. This careful selection process helps maintain security while gradually expanding decentralization. Over time, as the system stabilizes and metrics are refined, the network will transition further toward community-driven operation and governance. By running Pi Node, you move beyond participation and into infrastructure. You help validate transactions, strengthen consensus, and contribute to the evolution of a distributed currency built around everyday people rather than industrial-scale mining operations. Pi Node is not just software. It is a step toward empowering individuals worldwide to participate in securing a decentralized future. Pi Network Node Participation, Selection, and Testnet Road Map. There are currently 3 levels of participation available for pioneers who want to use the Pi Node software on their computers: Computer App, Node, and SuperNode. Each level represents a different degree of contribution to the Pi ecosystem, ranging from simple desktop access to full blockchain consensus responsibility. First, the Computer App level refers to using only the desktop Pi app interface within the Node software. This allows pioneers to interact with their Pi account from a computer rather than a mobile device. The desktop interface mirrors many mobile app functionalities such as checking balances, chatting, and viewing media content. Many pioneers previously expressed the desire to chat and access Pi services from their computers, and the desktop interface was designed to meet that need. As the Pi ecosystem expands and more functionalities are added, including the apps platform and various decentralized applications, certain features may be more convenient to access via desktop compared to mobile devices. The Computer App level does not contribute to blockchain operations but enhances accessibility and user experience. The second level is the Node. At this level, pioneers install the necessary technical packages, follow the instructions provided in the Node interface, and prepare their computers to run the blockchain component once selected. Nodes verify the validity of the blockchain and submit transactions to be recorded on the ledger. Although nodes do not participate directly in consensus, they play a critical role in validating and supporting the network's integrity. In the future, as Pi's blockchain expands beyond securing a ledger, nodes may also contribute additional hardware resources such as computational power, storage capacity, and network bandwidth, effectively supporting a distributed infrastructure layer for the ecosystem. The third and highest level is the SuperNode. Supernodes form the backbone of Pi's blockchain. In addition to performing all the responsibilities of a node, supernodes participate directly in the consensus algorithm to agree on the correct transactions to write onto the Pi ledger. They are responsible for ensuring that both other supernodes and nodes maintain the latest state of the blockchain. Supernodes must remain connected to the network 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and maintain a fast, stable, and reliable internet connection. They are initially selected by the core team and must meet higher performance thresholds compared to regular nodes. Regarding hardware and software requirements, more precise specifications will be defined after collecting data from the initial testnet selection stage. During this stage, performance data across various hardware and software configurations will help determine the optimal requirements for stable and secure network operation. Windows users may encounter a Microsoft Defender Smart Screen warning during installation due to the high number of sudden downloads from a large user base. But this warning is expected to disappear as more installations are verified. To apply as a node or supernode on Pi's testnet, pioneers must download and install the Pi Node software, complete the node application within the software, install all necessary technical packages as instructed, and keep the software running as much as they are comfortable with, even in the background. The core team will then evaluate applicants and select nodes and supernodes based on predefined criteria. Selected applicants will be notified through the node interface over a rolling 3-month period. Selection criteria include uptime or the ability to remain online consistently, a fast and stable internet connection, the ability to open ports on a local router during the initial phase, adequate processor and memory capacity, prior contributions to the Pi community, and strong security circles. Node reliability and trust score within Pi network will influence eligibility for Know Your Customer verification. Applicants who successfully complete KYC will be enrolled to serve as nodes or supernodes in the testnet. During the initial testnet period, the primary objective is to stress test the consensus algorithm. Not all pioneers may have the hardware or connectivity required for early participation, but inclusivity remains a core goal. All pioneers can continue participating via the mobile application while the node role gradually becomes more accessible over time. The Testnet Road Map consists of 3 stages. The first stage is the selection stage, where the core team runs the consensus algorithm with selected node applicants who have completed all installation requirements. This stage evaluates hardware capability, uptime duration, bandwidth availability, and connection stability to determine appropriate thresholds for nodes and supernodes while balancing inclusivity with network safety and liveness. The second stage is the revision stage, which includes iterative scenario testing and consensus algorithm improvements. Scenario testing involves stress testing scalability, configurations, and behavior under various network conditions. For example, simulations may test what happens if half the network becomes isolated or if a large percentage of nodes suddenly disconnect. During this phase, a temporary centralized layer allows the core team to assign simulated network graph data and security circles to efficiently test numerous quorum configurations. This centralized testing layer will be removed before mainnet launch. The data generated guides revisions to adapt and scale the Stellar Consensus protocol for Pi's unique environment, which includes a large participant base, personal computers as nodes, and trust graphs derived from mobile miners. The final stage is live testnet, where nodes and supernodes actively perform their defined responsibilities using real data from security circles and real participant activity. Testing transactions are submitted and recorded on the distributed ledger through the consensus algorithm. This phase continues iterative testing, debugging, data analysis, and innovation to enhance safety, liveness, and scalability. Regarding frequently asked questions, the Pi Node software and the mobile application are complementary rather than exclusive. Users log into the Node software using their mobile app account, meaning both interfaces connect to the same Pi account. According to Pi policy, each individual is allowed only one Pi account, and currently one account should operate only one node. Mobile mining can only be initiated from the mobile application, while the desktop interface enables balance checks, chats, and media viewing. Operating a node does not change mobile app functionality. In terms of device impact, running only the desktop interface consumes minimal resources. Activating node or supernode functionality uses CPU, memory, storage, and network bandwidth. Testnet data collection will help determine specific resource impact on different devices. Currently, there are no mining rewards for running a testnet node, as one objective of testnet is to evaluate appropriate incentive mechanisms for future implementation. Finally, the blockchain component of the node software will be open-sourced. The core team is preparing the GitHub repository for public release, where community members will be able to review open issues and contribute to development. This comprehensive structure ensures that Pi Network builds a secure, scalable, and inclusive decentralized infrastructure while allowing pioneers worldwide to contribute at different levels based on their capabilities and resources.